Hello, kings and queens. It's your boy John Lee with Firm&Co. Fly intelligent real men, fly intelligent real misses. If you like my content, please like and share, subscribe to my channel. I want to just drop in and talk to you guys about Mr. Tyre Nichols. The young man lost his life in Tennessee by the 5 officers. I don't really like to put color on it, so I'm not going to say 5 black officers or 5 white officers. It was by the police. And the police stand as one. Is it a little bit more disappointing that it was black officers? Of course. I can admit that. But nevertheless, these are people that were sworn to protect us. Now, the video has been released of this man murder, because that's what we have to call it. How they stomped him and beat him in his head. This man is one of us. He has a mother, father. You know, he was loved. I'm sure he may have kids, brothers, and sisters. This is so heartening. And the crazy part about it to me personally is that when an officer does something wrong, or when an officer, cross that line, it should be other officers that stand there and be like, no, you're wrong, stop it. But everybody ganging up and they on the same page and they feel justified for what they do. That's so wrong. And that's where it becomes criminal. Because sometimes people can have bad days and, police officers are human just like everybody else, right? So they go through divorces, they go through arguing with their kids, their moms, and, their wives, and, they may not be home as much, so the kids acting up because they out, and, and majority of the time, you have to be there to, see, regardless of what people think or not, their job is to help, right? So we may catch a video like this or something happening, but you never catch the times that, it was a house, domestic violence they had to break up, or a home invasion or something they had to run to, or a car flipped over and they had to pull somebody out. A police officer's job is just as complicated as the next man's job, and I may even say a little bit more challenging. I think they're underpaid, but that's not the point about this video. This video has been released of this man getting stumped, kicked, and beaten to death. Come on, you guys. Come on. It should be more training on de-escalating situations. It should be. It should be, if you guys have a unit, they got to set up the Scorpion unit. If y'all have a unit, it has to be someone there that's not the rumble, tumble, shoot everybody, the one that's there just to really de-escalate, just to keep everybody else in line. So in a situation like this, it's one cooler head to be like, hey, no, back off. That's too much. Leave them alone. Y'all pile up charges anyway. Like, look at this man. Look at this man. And it's so sad. It's so sad that a couple officers, get, do things, and then the other officers have to live with their reputation and that stain. Because not all police are bad. I've been pulled over, I can say plenty of times, but I've been stopped before. They ask for your license, ask for your insurance, tell you what you did wrong, and then I'm going about my way. I haven't died in a traffic stop. Not saying that it can't happen, but majority of the people that get stopped by the police or getting pulled over by the police, we live with our lives. And it's sad that all police officers will have to live with issues that when things like this happen. And it makes me think about the first encounter that I ever had with the police that I can remember. I was a teenager, and one of my friends, And my cousin, I had just got released from 2020 juvenile for something. What the fuck did I do? I did something. I went to juvenile. I think I skipped school or something. And so my aunt went and picked me up. So she told my aunt told my cousin, his name was Steve. She told him like, "Hey, John, listen, he with you. You watch him. You keep that move out of trouble." Because my mom was going through drug issues, so I lived with them for a while. So we're in the car and we get pulled over. I can't remember initially what they pulled him over for. I can't remember, but I was in the back seat, right? And they pulled it over. They pulled next to him. They said, "Hey, let me see your driver's license." He said, "Okay." He put the car in park. He jumped out and run, right? My cousin, he in the passenger seat. He jumped out. The police, they took off after him. I'm in the back seat. He trying to unlatch the back seat so I could get out. But he couldn't unlatch it, being so nervous. So he take off and run, which leave me in the car by myself. And so they put up, "Don't move, don't fucking move." I'm in the back seat. They take me out there. And I just got released from 2020 juvenile hall. I hadn't been out of juvenile hall for a good maybe 5, 6, 7 hours. "Don't move, goddamn it, don't move, don't move, don't move." Take me out the car. I had some food in the back seat because I think he was actually going to drop us off. My dude that was driving, he was actually going to drop us off. "Who was the motherfuckers? Who was it? Who was it? You know what they fucking is?" I said, "I was just getting some food." Even then, I stuck to the street code, right? Who the fuck is that? "I beat your I couldn't believe that, how they talked now. This was my first encounter that I could really remember being encountered with the police in a situation like that. Maybe they were just trying to intimidate me, but the way that they was talking to me, though, like, "I beat your motherfucking ass. I beat your motherfucking ass. Who the fuck is that? I beat your motherfucking. Don't you say anything, I beat you. I pull over and beat your motherfucking." I'm in the back seat like, whoa, I got handcuffs. I'm shook. Now I'm saying maybe that was a tactic or whatever, but I have been in a situation, you know what I mean? But even then, I was like, you know what? I was quiet. I didn't say I wanted to say nothing to antagonize them or nothing like that. I didn't want to boost the situation even more. Once they had ran the car, said it wasn't stolen, because I think it was his mama's car or something like that, and I really didn't do nothing wrong, because like if I would have been in the back of a stolen car, then that was criminal. Make a long story short, they wound up taking me to District 1. I had to stay there until my aunt came and picked me up. Which she was upset about it. She was really upset about it. Like, "Hey, what happened?" This and that. And I just told her the same thing. I want to go get some food. The guy that was driving the bootleg, we call them bootlegs, like taxi drivers, but there was not like, well, the bootleg guy was taking me to get something to eat. He mustn't have no license. He jumped out and ran. I didn't do nothing wrong. And they wound up letting me go. But the moral of the story is that sometimes you guys, you getting pulled over, like even with the situation with this man. They say, lay down, just lay down. Get on your stomach. I know you scared. I know you feel like, I understand. But we have to comply, because when you show that videotape and you did everything they said you do, that you supposed to do, and then they still kill you or something, you got them. Now, when you resisting and you punting, you fighting back, and you refuse to follow their orders, then that gives them room to get off on it, because it's like, well, you wasn't being compliant. We had to use excessive force to then, and that really wound up killing you. So it's so sad. It's so sad, and this really breaks my heart. But I just wanted to get my little 2 cents on it. It's your boy John Lee with Firm&Co. Fly Intelligent Real Men, Fly Intelligent Real Messages. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm Ghost 1.